Welcome to Moonbase 2.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Moonbase 2 podcast. My name's Andy, Corporate Commander TFW, and the man joining me held in a laggy time loop of death this week is Mikey G. Wolfie 3. Hello, Mikey.
I updated Skype.
And now it doesn't work.
I didn't mean to.
Either that or it's just the general Irish internet deciding to rebel against you. One of the two.
Yeah, I got a text during the week saying, do you want to have contactless upgrades? And I'm thinking maybe I should. But
is that just for Skype or is that for your internet service provider?
Internet, but I don't trust my internet service provider. So
yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I'll look into it a bit more in detail.
It's a bit of a dice roll, a bit of a gamble, isn't it?
You live in the middle of nowhere. Would you like to risk your internet?
I guess, maybe. How's it been going this week, Mr. Mikey? What are you doing for... Has it been good? Has it been funsies?
You were getting ahead of yourself there for a second.
I was getting to the good stuff.
Back to the old days.
Oh, yeah. We don't do that now. Has it been an okay week, though?
People said they didn't like it. Yeah, it was alright. A lot of work. But hey-o.
That's good. Well, we'll find out more about that, I suppose, when we get into to what we did this week. We'll start off with Tut News. Mikey, third-party stuff. We've got some 115 or 115 Utopia upgrade kits for a selection of things. We're going to start off with the upgrade kit for the Earthrise Voyager Grapple. I'm pretty sure we've seen these before, or we've seen someone do them. Or maybe this is just not a surprise.
Because Grapple's just really new.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because we've been doing so many Earthrise here's some gap fillers because all of our toys have giant gaping maws in them.
Well, we haven't really done them for Earthrise though, because Earthrise hasn't had enough figures out.
True. I suppose.
Siege.
Yeah, that's my bad. I am just kind of mushing them all together. To be fair, so that's my bad. But there's not enough difference, if you ask me, between them all. So what are the things in this wee little kit? You get arm fillers, you get calf fillers, and you get thigh fillers. Looks like you're going to have a pair of nippers, though, you'll need to nip them off a sprue. So if you don't have no nippers, better buy some boyo or girlo, I suppose. Didn't I hear, or haven't I heard... I mean, you technically don't know what I've heard. But I'm pretty sure I've heard that the grapple toy is susceptible to quite a lot of peg snapping. Have you heard that, Mikey?
No, I hadn't heard anything about that. Tell me your
tale. There's one. It doesn't help because it's not like a full body shot of this grapple, but there's like one specific peg on the grapple figure, which seems like it's really easy to break off the toy. It's one on the orange plastic. But like I say, I can't tell you which peg it is, not having the toy or the images up offhand. But that seems to be a bit of a... I don't know how common it is, but I have seen like 3 or 4 pictures over the last few weeks of snapped peg grapples kind of bobbing about, which is a shame. I wonder if that's just plastic quality or if it's because it's an orange plastic and maybe the orange plastic kind of rebels against things. I'm not sure.
Don't know. One thing I will say, I really wish we had more before and after pictures on these. We've got one, but it's done in a way that takes your eyes a long time to realize that's what it is. Yeah.
Do you think that's because of the color of the plastic as well? And because it's quite a long... Well, it's a medium kind of shot. It's not very close into the parts that have been filled in.
Yeah, because I'm looking at it now. I'm seeing parts across... Like, I'm constantly seeing parts that are being filled in as I'm looking down. That's really odd.
There's the big toe. There is the entire thigh has bits for it, and then it's the forearm and the bicep, I suppose, before the mushroom peg, and that's it.
Yeah.
So, as usual, Mikey, I don't think these are things that usually kind of wowers, but I do think they're almost necessary. Well, maybe they're not necessary. That's probably a bit too much, but they are a nice way to tidy up the figure, I think, at the very least.
Yeah.
So maybe you shouldn't have to do, but that's the time we live in where you have to buy those upgrade kits to kind of clean them up, unfortunately. Speaking of fillers to fill in dem holes, we have the YYW-05, which is the Studio Series SS34 Dark of the Moon Megatron, the shotgun killing elephant gun Megatron. What does this kit come with, you may ask?
Hang on, the shotgun killing elephant gun.
Yeah. It kills elephant guns. Specifically designed to kill a gun that kills elephants.
That sounded more like you were using elephants to kill shotguns.
Oh, that's even better. Technically, it probably could work. An elephant's a pretty heavy boy. I would bet if it stood on a shotgun, it probably wouldn't work too well after.
Neither would the elephant if it was loaded.
Oh yeah, well, that'd be a bad call.
Oh, it's just like, stub me toe.
I've always looked at like an elephant's foot and thought like they look like they've got really bad feet. You know how like sometimes you see people who the bottom of the feet and it's just like cracks. It's like they have ravines carved into their feet. That's I wonder if elephants should have better feet care.
I don't know. They've got very sensitive feet.
I heard that as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
They look rough though.
Yeah, the bottom's really relatively soft, so like that wouldn't be fun.
Oh, you might know this. Are elephants ticklish then? Can you tickle their feet since they're so sensitive?
Usually behind the ears, from what I understand.
See, I had the image of like a lady or a dude like tickling the back leg of an elephant, and you know how sometimes you get cows that kick? But imagine an elephant doing that. Like, it hurts if a cow kicks you or a horse kicks you. Imagine a fucking elephant kicks you like that. Oof.
Well, look at it this way. If the elephant, you can probably just hang on for dear life.
Yeah, I suppose it depends how quick the elephant can kick.
Yeah, but if you feel that leg pulling forward, grab it. Grab it and just hang on.
Just hang on to it like a bull.
I want to live.
I do not wish death. But no, this Megatron, he also comes with gap fillers, 4 pieces for each leg. So that's quite a lot of bits, actually. 2 chest filler parts that also work as fillers for the truck mode, and a new rusty shotgun. So yeah, okay, right. I think this is actually harder to tell where the improvements are, at least from the images. There's one image that has like a close-up of his groin and his thighs split apart like mad.
Yeah.
And it definitely helps the inner thigh. That inner thigh is a bloody mess without them, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'd say the torso ones do make an improvement because that toy's kind of infamous for basically having
Oh yeah, there it is.
a big gap down the middle. I'm not so sure about the gun. I mean, it's a nice addition, but I wouldn't really want... I'm not really in need of a more rusty version of the gun.
I would argue, at least from these images, that it doesn't look rusty.
Brown. It looks brown.
It does. Maybe close-up pictures, like larger images of it, kind of show a lot more painted detail on there. But it looks from these pictures to be very, very unpainted.
Yeah.
Or very at best lightly painted.
I can see some gradient on it, but
that's about it. Not much. I will say, like you mentioned, the chest filler stuff is actually really good as well to fill in the back of the cab mode, since the back of the truck mode, which I didn't know about, is just again a massive hole. There's a massive gap there, which is crazy. I didn't mention it for the last kit because I didn't have any information on when it came out or how much it was going to take. Same for this one as well. So. And the last of the upgrade kits are the YYW-06 upgrade kit for the Studio Series SS51 Soundwave. So, another chest filler part, 2 leg filler parts, and 2 laser guns for lasering. So not quite as extensive fixing as previous. Again, the thigh stuff is nice. I can't really tell what the chest does, though. In comparison, because it's not a side-by-side.
Yeah, I don't really know enough about that figure to know off the top of my head.
Same. What do you think of his laser organs?
I mean, they're fine. I don't know if Soundwave had a laser gun of note.
I'm sure he did. He probably did.
Because, I mean, he shot Wheeljack. Or,
he did.
Excuse me, Q. But he
shot I'm more inclined to lean on the side of he did have guns rather than he didn't have guns. The specific guns, I don't know, maybe.
But, I mean, who knows? Movies.
Yeah, exactly. These upgrade kits, Mikey. Any thoughts you want to dump on them? Because there's not a huge amount to say.
I think a new company coming in doing upgrade kits might be a wee bit risky, but hey, they are doing figures that, as far as I know, haven't had any.
Right.
So that is playing in their favor. I don't know how popular the figures they're doing are, which is an issue in my opinion. Because if you're not doing a very popular figure, a lot of people aren't really going to care about the gaps.
I guess maybe I can't imagine that these cost a huge amount to make, right?
Don't know. They're still on sprues, so there's that much.
That's why I assume I mean, just printing out bits of plastic for the most part. I don't think they're using 3D printers, but it's the kind of next step above that. So I can't imagine it's going to be a massive expense to make these. So I think there might be enough people to be interested even in the more unpopular figures for these upgrade kits that probably make it worthwhile for them to do as a company. But that is literally only a guess. I don't know for sure. I don't know. What do you think, Mikey?
Yeah, basically, yeah. Like, I don't really have much to add. It's all right. Basically, I think the upgrade kits. It's kind of something I think. Because they get announced, and I think a lot of people just kind of forget about them.
Yeah, well, because they're not exciting.
Yeah, like, gap fillers. I mean, I don't feel gap fillers are really necessary for a figure. I think they make it better, but I don't feel they're necessary.
No, I think I would prefer, if possible, like a proper upgrade for the toy, like new head, new hands kind of thing. And then they also came with gap fillers.
I miss those, because those used to be a lot more inventive.
Yeah. Yeah.
I suppose granted, those were always like, make your toy more G1. How do we make your toys more G1 now? I don't know.
But there were also
flatten them so they're 2D.
Yeah, but don't forget, Mikey, the upgrade kits where you could choose your boob and choose your nip preference.
Yes, back in day.
The true sense of the word upgrade kit.
Yes. Where, like, would you like her flat or curved? Well, would you like uppy or downy?
Yes.
That got on YouTube for reviews. I'm still amazed. But
how has Jobby not done a video on them?
By the sounds of it, because when he did a review of he did Fan Stories Rouge, and he didn't like her.
Yeah, and that's who it was.
And at
the
end of it, if you're going to do it right. If you're going to, if you're going to perv out over a toy, perv out over it right. And then he just flashed up a picture of Nicey and moved on. The masters have spoken.
And thus it was said, and thus it was done. But yeah, I mean, gap fillers. If you need them, they there.
They there.
I wish they didn't have to be a thing. I wish that companies didn't have to step in and make gap fillers for as many toys as they're having to. But that's just how things be and how they do. So Mikey, why don't you take us over to like a first proper toy to talk about?
Kind of. X-Trans
It's a real toy. It's more so than a filler. It's not a filler part.
It's a filler, as in it's a repaint. X-Transbots MX2 Andrus and MX2 Swarm Team color images. These are re-releases of the Masterpiece scaled X-Transbox sweeps in a more cartoon-accurate special deco. Which I think is too, I don't know, but I would say here, this is too deep and metallic to be the cartoon-accurate deco.
Yeah, that's why I said what when you said that, because I'm like,
very shiny.
Yeah, very.
These are not matte. I'm looking, like, the face is fairly accurately decoed, I'd say. But these are, like, metallic. So, Andrus, Curse, Bane, and Rat. Seekers are sold to the Seekers are sold as a 3-pack of Masterpiece scaled figures.
What?
And I'm going to check what are the actual differences here, because so we've got multiple pictures. They've got slightly different accessories.
Yes. And I think they have different faces, right? But
not significant. There's one different face.
Yeah, one with an open mouth and then one with a closed mouth.
Yeah, and slightly different eyes. And I would feckin' struggle to tell them apart from the main one. I'll say that.
Yeah, same.
So a 3-pack of nearly identical figures. And a single nearly identical figure. No, these are interchangeable faces.
Oh, so they all have these faces.
So you buy the same toy 3 times?
So what are the accessories that make them different?
Retain all their G1 inspired parts and bonus. Top it all. Improve. They've modified the foot transformation.
Ooh.
So they've modified the foot. That is the difference between this and the main toy, and the metallic colors.
But you mentioned about the accessories.
The accessories are identical apparently to what came with the original toy.
Oh, really? No.
That's what it says here. Retain all their original G1 inspired parts and bonuses. I don't remember the original toy well enough to know if that's 100% true.
Yeah, neither do I. I can't believe one sweep would have came with Fricus, I think that is, a transformation cog, and the Eye of Triptychon, and the Starscream ghost parts, right?
But I think, I don't know about the Starscream ghost parts, but I think the original Andras came with all of those.
Really? Man,
I think so.
I mean, I wouldn't fight you on it. But...
I don't know. Again, I don't know about the Starscream, but I'd assume since Scourge was the one that he possessed. I think this is base. In fact, I think that means you get less individually with each figure.
But you buy them as a 3-pack, don't you? So you can't not get all of the accessories.
Yeah, but you get all the accessories, but you don't get all the accessories 3 times.
Oh right, I see what you're saying.
But Andras is just coming with the Starscream stuff. Someone confirmed this for me, because I'm getting increasingly annoyed with this as I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I can't find any price. So yeah, if anyone can correct us on this, please do. These are out in August, right?
Okay.
And I can't find a link for them on TFW for a price. Let's see if I can Google TF Source. Okay. Wait, 9 inches tall, so not small. And for some reason, TF Source has a new browser checking system. Okay. Oh, fuck me sideways.
Okay.
$400
for 3 figures.
For the
right?
3 figures. Or you can buy the Andras individually. How much is he individually? Well, I will say it's more of a deal to buy the 3 sweep package than to buy 3 Andrases.
Oh well, that's a plus then.
$174.99.
For the one Andros.
For the one Andros.
Ooh. Okay.
No. No.
Not sure I can get on board with this. I'm afraid.
No. Like the original. I mean, I will say it's cheaper than the original Andros is up on TF Source, which was nearly $300.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Oh, that was the second version. The first version was $180.
Okay.
And you could get a swarm team of them for $340.
Okay. I'm not sure I'm on board with this, Mikey.
No.
Pray I do not change the deal any further. This deal's getting worse by the minute.
No, so I would suggest getting an Ocular Max figure if you want a masterpiece. I don't know if they've done Scourge, but they probably will, and it will not cost that much.
I mean, I'd be surprised if they haven't, because it's the amount of people that have done the masterpiece scale toys and the G1
Scourge.
Ones.
Scourge is not rare.
But... He seems like one someone would have covered at this point, and for cheaper.
I cannot, this is okay, so someone's going to say well, official masterpiece costs that much at the moment now as well, and I'm like, yeah, I don't support that price either.
No.
But $400 for the same toy 3 times.
Maybe they're like playing a game of fucking chicken with Hasbro. It's like Hasbro, like third party, like okay, we can have higher expenses because we're a smaller company, so we kind of need it. Hasbro goes, oh, people willing to pay that much? Fuck them. We're gonna charge that much. And then the third party companies again are going like, let's raise the prices more. They won't buy them, will they?
Who cracks first?
Yeah, it's the game of chicken.
I'm going to scroll down here and see people super excited about these, haven't I?
I mean, they'll probably have their
I'm
fans.
gonna
I'm sure they'll
scroll
have their
down.
fans.
But like, I'm just people are just like, yay! I can buy the same toy 3 times.
Well, Mikey, this is the Transformers community. What do you think the fucking Seekers are?
At least they're different colors.
Yeah, no, I'll give you that.
Like, this is literally the same toy. And
Yeah.
oh god, there's gonna be people who spent $570 something buying the full set. Oh, my brain! It's like an ice cream headache. You could have bought Tarn with that. You could have bought Tarn in every Flame Toys model kit.
But Mikey, he isn't the same toy 3 times from G1.
No, he's not.
The sweeps were important characters, Mikey.
Every time someone says that to me, I just stare.
Who says that to you?
I have met people who say they
says
love the
that to
sweeps
you?
as characters. I've been at conventions and that has happened. And
Next time we're at a convention together, I want you to point them to me. I want you to loudly scream, "That's them, Andy! That's the guy!"
That's
Or
the
girl.
one.
Me screaming from the other side of the room, "What's wrong with you?"
Oh, God. I get mad enough when people say they're buying And His Armada. Right. No.
The captivating character of And His Armada.
And His Armada back in day.
I just imagine your sphincter like closing up rapidly and angrily as you hear that. You're just like, "Oh, you fucking piece of shit. That's not a thing. That's not a thing."
But
It was so not a thing, he didn't even appear outside the movie. And barely even in the movie.
No, he's in one scene because there was a script change.
Mhm.
And that scene was animated before the script change. Like, people, human people.
Such a deep and fascinating character, I'll have you know.
This is like back when everyone was buying the Henkei when it was like $500 on eBay.
Oh, the Super Pank one.
Yeah, and they were saying like, well, I've got the original, but I wanted the other one as well, and he can be my Armada. It's like,
I remember
no, you could have paid off a car for half of that.
Yeah. I remember kind of wanting that figure though, because it was more show accurate, but I saw the prices and
No, it
was
wasn't.
Like,
It was chromed.
It was more accurate than the toy colored version.
I never liked that toy.
I know, you're the only person that didn't though.
It has really janky shoulders. They're crap. They are
What
crap
do you mean
shoulders.
janky? They did fine.
No, they don't. The entire shoulder joint, which it's on, which is a transforming joint, doesn't attach in. It's like Grimlock's Grimlock shoulders in the classics. They don't attach in either.
You must have had a really bad one, because mine, like, you connected it to the chest and they didn't move.
Nope.
You
Every
clicked
time
in and did well.
I had 3 versions of that over the years, and every time I tried to connect it, I just like, nope, fall off.
Maybe you're just too ham-fisted, Mikey.
Maybe
Your big masculine farmer hands and just
I
can't
also
handle
think
a
people
simple
like
thing.
I think Straxus was a better toy, and I'm the only person who thinks that. But
I like Straxus visually, but his transformation got really messy as parts just bumped into themselves.
well,
I've never had like a smooth transformation doing Straxus. Like I'm always like, oh god, his arms are in the way. Like it's mainly because of his weird like shell backpack thing. That shit always got in the way of everything else while you try to move it out the way. It's like, oh, but it's now the arms are in the way of them. And I just pop them off the ball joints half the time because it's like, okay, I'll just save myself the faff. Stop it.
Stop it.
Shall I move us on, Mikey?
Why not?
I feel we've talked about this before.
Many years ago.
I don't think it was that many years ago.
About 2 or 3 years.
No.
Apparently, I was looking it up. Someone says this basically died off a year or 2 ago, and like everyone thought it was never coming.
That can't be true. How old's the Bumblebee movie?
Andy, this isn't Bumblebee.
Yeah, this is the Lemon Tree Bumblebee movie Soundwave.
Oh, no, that one didn't load for me at all. I was looking at something else.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
To be fair, you're like that anyway.
Bumblebee's just like 3 weeks old.
Bumblebee came out yesterday.
He's a baby.
I'm
He's
looking-
a baby bee.
Bumblebee came out yesterday. I'm really looking forward to 2020. It looks like a great year.
I always like this is obviously a side thing. I laugh every single year when it comes to the end of the year, and people go, next year's gonna be better than this year was. Every fucking year it happens. I'm like, no, it will be bad, just in a different way. Every year they say this, and I'm like, no, it'll still be terrible. Just remember, being bad in a different way doesn't make it better or worse. It's just a different kind of awful. Always remember this.
I don't know. I think Pandemic wins a few awards.
It is, I will grant you, it's worse than usual. It's worse than what we usually deal with.
Completely undermining your entire argument.
But usually, how often does a pandemic come around?
We're in the pandemic season.
Yeah, it's, well, to be fair, for me, hay fever season is like here, so I'd be locked inside anyway. I'm just saying. It's just the same. So Lemon Tree, like I said before we got off on a massive little tangent there, I'm pretty sure we talked about this before, the Lemon Tree Soundwave, but I think we have more photos of it. I'll send you the story since you don't have it.
I opened it.
Oh, you got it.
Yep.
Okay. I think these are more images we've got, but not a vast amount more. We still don't know what the alt mode looks like, but we have images of a Ravage pooping out of his chest. We have a height for those size queens out there. He's going to be 16 centimeters tall. That's not Ravage, that's Soundwave. I don't know how Ravage will be. Smaller than that, presumably. He's going to be a fully transformable figure, which again I would say isn't news, because they don't do Action Masters, so... still no info on price or release. What's up? What did you say, Mikey?
No, never mind. I was insulting you.
Oh, fair enough. That's fine. I don't care about that. So, the images we do have show that he has his shoulder-mounted gun stored on his back. I didn't actually know that that's what that looked like in the movie version.
I don't know off the top of my head. I know the basic outline of movie Soundwave or Bumblebee Soundwave, but I don't know, like, those kind of specifics don't occur to me.
No, I really can't remember what his shoulder gun looked like, but this is the design they've got, given it. He also has his gun, or a gun, which he can also store on his back. So a bit of options for putting it in his hand, or I guess putting it on his back. So the options are near limitless, apart from how limited they are. Any new thoughts on this, Mikey?
No, it looks good.
Yes.
I think it's a decent design. I like that you've got a little transforming Ravage. He looks fairly posable. I'd be curious to see what they're doing for his alt mode, since I don't think he has an official one that we know about.
No.
My guess is something...
I think they'll go safe.
I think they'll go something Fall of Cybertronic.
I don't know. I think I could see them going safe and going kind of tape recorder-ish, or maybe they go for they'll go ham. Yeah, ham, go lamppost.
Lemon Tree can be quite fun, so please.
That'd be, as long as there's a good solid lamppost.
An intricately transformed lamppost.
Masterpiece leveled lamppost.
Yes! Oh my god, yes. Like, justify it. Do it right.
Make it so his chest is false, so the lamppost chest is a completely different chest. It's stored on the inside of Soundwave.
Yeah. Oh man, yes.
And people are transforming it, and they're like, "Why did they bother doing this?" And you just we're sitting there in the background going, "Yeah, fucking yes,
Lemon Tree!
They did the stupidest, dumbest thing they could have. I love it. It's so stupid."
It's fantastic. Working lights.
Love it.
Working lights.
Yes. Oh god, that'd be great. They could come out with little
Tree.
hand slots.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. Light beams. So, Mikey, do you want to take us on to the story, which I assumed you were thinking we were on?
TT Hong Lee has revealed images of their TB Starscream. So this is, of course, one from the Transformers Beast Dojin art book by the Kuramoki Zukan group, who occasionally...
Is it the kind of Dojins where they have sex? Those ones.
I
or
haven't
the
read to.
non-sex
I've never
ones?
read to the end of them, but it's a doujin, so I am assuming at some point a canonical character is doing something with a pointy thing.
Okay, yeah. Got to get the important info out there for people to know.
Yeah, and if you are a Japanese person who draws those kind of art books, fair play.
Oh yeah, no,
Because those look,
harsh.
because they like take them to local cons and sell them, and those look like crazy amounts of work. I watched a video of like someone running a stall once, and I'm just like, oh my god.
I've only seen animes where that happens.
No, it's nuts. Like the amount, just like imagine the sheer number of people who show up to a Japanese convention. Just because of the sheer number of people in Japan.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, TBs has been around for a while. They have occasionally complained about their toys being made into, or their designs being made into toys.
Oh, hey, look at this.
Yeah. But yeah, this was first seen ages back in 2018 under a Chariots of the Gods brand. So
Oh, I don't remember that.
No,
Jesus.
but I mean, TT Hung Lee, they're new, aren't they?
Let's say yes.
Yeah.
Let's say yes.
But yeah, no price release date, but we get shots of the figure in its robot mode, in its Zoid mode, and we also get shots of some of its accessories and gimmicks. It will have a light up chest, with a little bulb in the middle, and will come with three different heads, which are either really well light piped or that have lights in them. It's hard to tell.
I would assume probably a light.
Because
only one of them has a nose.
Yeah, you're right there. But
the middle one.
There's a neutral face, a smirking face, and a growling face. But these are very non-standard Starscream faces. So, like it's kind of a quite original take on Starscream's face, which means like the really like the neutral one looks kind of cool and super robot-y.
Yep.
The smirk and the growl, just because they're so unusual, like the growling face is mildly hilarious.
His mouth is too high up his face.
Yeah, he's like he's really showing his teeth. Like he's got the gums showing. Oh, but the smirk kind of works.
Yeah, that's a very anime Starscream face, but it works for that.
Yeah.
You know what the neutral face looks like to me?
Yeah.
Gridman.
Yeah. Oh, there's a new Gridman model kit I just found.
You sent that to me last week or something, or during the week?
I haven't put an order in for it yet, but I'm just like, it's a new company, but on the other hand, like, not the time to be tempting me. The mini class is also fucking expensive and small, which I like. The small thing always gets me, but it also comes with the super Gridman stuff, and I'm not crazy about a toy version of that because just how he combines, I don't think it would work.
If you go into Mandarake, you might be able to find just the Gridman mold on its own without the accessory machines.
Maybe, but I think it'd be.
I mean, that has to go through Mandarake at the moment, where I imagine shipping's still not working properly.
Yeah, no. But anyway, this guy, like his weapons, he has null rays coming out of his shoulders.
Yeah, and like the just sticking out the top of the shoulders.
Yeah, but he also has like wrist-mounted lasers, or like back of his palm-mounted lasers.
Gundam shit, basically.
Yeah, yeah, with effect parts. And yeah, like his robot mode is fairly G1-y, but a very anime G1 would be how I'd describe. Again, very Gundam-y G1.
Yeah. And
the robot mode, the beast mode is a Zoidbird. Zoid. Oh my god. Now it's Zoidbird's turn. Very unusual, like leg design. Like the robot legs become the tail, but in this really chunky, like jet booster way, which I suspect looks kind of crap from the back.
Yeah, it'll probably look like this bird has a lot of ass to it.
Yeah, and can't stand.
No.
But hopefully he comes with that stand they're showing.
I don't think it does. I think this is one of the fancy bases you get for model kits and stuff.
An action base, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I could be wrong.
Do
you want me to ruin the Zoid mode for you, Mikey?
Yeah.
It looks like a seagull to me. Because the primary bird bits are white and it has a bright orange beak and bright orange legs.
Oh, not bad, not bad.
So if you get this toy, remember to put loaves of bread surrounding him and him looking very happy.
I am Stargull!
That's what his Beast Wars mode should have been.
Yes.
Or Beast Wars name.
Yes, Stargirl.
Stargirl.
Overall, this is hitting a lot of my plus points.
Mm-hmm.
I like this. I think the Beast mode could look better, but
Yeah.
it's no worse than some of the more articulated dive bombs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
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 But like the actual robot mode is an aesthetic I quite dig, and it looks pretty solidly posable. I wish it had a few more accessories. Beyond like the laser fans and the null rays, but overall I'm digging it.
I definitely think it's had to suffer though, sticking to a Starscream G1-ish look, general silhouette, and then go make it burb. It's like it's really hard to do that, guys.
You will be burb.
But they did it in this 2D image of it. It's like that's not how things work.
That's like saying Dinobot transformed. I was like, yes, but you ever notice that when he does, his dinosaur head floats?
Yeah, that's fine. Do it like they did. No.
Black Arachnia's beast mode isn't accurate enough.
Oh God, kill me. It can't work magic. Yeah, I mean it's an interesting look. It's creative, and you also tell me it's like 5 years old or something.
A few years old, but like think about it, Andy. You can like go full Genesis Gaugigar on this thing and have him like with full wing spread, feathers out.
Oh, that'd be neat, I suppose.
Like Starscream Super Mode.
Oh no.
Yes.
Because that would be a thing where they give him the crown and the cape.
Yeah. No.
And then you go, no, don't.
No,
do
he doesn't
that.
need the cape, but the crown would work with this.
What if they give him the God Scrander?
Oh yes. Majin Scream. Why has no one announced they're doing a Majin Scream?
Because no one in the West knows about Mazinger for the most part.
Well, they will this week or maybe next week. Probably this week when our comic show comes out.
Yeah, no, that's true. But the children's won't.
The children's will do what I fucking tell them.
Damn, boy. Damn. Do you want me to take the next story, or do you want to do it?
Yeah, I might as well do this since 2 for 2.
Okay.
Yoloparks. Bumblebee movie Cybertron Optimus Prime Deluxe Edition promotional images and update. Yoloparks I don't know what Yoloparks is.
I think we've talked about them before. I want to say we probably have.
Who are you?
I think we talked about this guy as well, but we didn't have as many images or info on him, like the super high posable Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime.
That's right, made of all the Canadians.
So, Yoloparks is a toy shop. It's an online toy shop. It's got oh god, it's got so many Ultraman figures. I didn't know there was this many figures of the Ultraman thing.
Now you know.
Attack Girl Jean Wu, which is a 250 Hong Kong dollar mech girl? Oh,
wow, Keanu Reeves.
No, but there's another one which is like same price, but it's like a spider lady mech girl.
Oh.
Like, sorry, I'm just scrolling down. It's next to like a Mega Man thing, but I know nothing about Mega Man. Except I've never played the game. So yeah, they're getting an exclusive edition of a non-transformable. Okay, this is original. This isn't. I thought this was a retool of like 3A or something like that, or 3.0. But this is a fully licensed, non-transformable action figure featuring Yoloparks' first internal interconnect endoskeleton system, the IIES, that use real mechanical gear systems for smooth movement, unlike traditional ratchet joints. 333 points of articulation, 32 centimeter tall. Deluxe version will come with interchangeable panels to reveal inner parts, and it's limited to 500 pieces worldwide. Presumably there will be a non-deluxe version as well, which is just red. So on 28th of June, everything about this figure will go up online. 30th, the price will be announced for both the deluxe and the regular, and pre-orders will start on July 1st. This is going to be 24 inches tall, licensed in North America and Southeast Asia, so screw you, Europe! We'll have an LED matrix of leadership with one set of normal skin with dirt and rusty look, a blaster gun, a globe hologram, a display base, for the deluxe version, the transparent skin, which I'm assuming is like his outer shell. Fully articulated human-like fingers, push mask down to activate voice.
Oh my god.
Ooh, Peter's coming out of the woodwork. Oh, you hope Peter's coming out of the woodwork.
I was gonna say, is it definitely Peter?
It could be your man from Cyberverse.
Yeah.
He was God bless him. But
wouldn't it be like the Chinese equivalent?
Yeah, but this is like available for American audiences as well.
Oh, if that's the case,
yeah, I've seen the prototype of this before. Now looking down at the prototype images. Also,
yeah, we talked about it a while ago.
For some reason, they've blocked out the matrix of leadership like it's a pair of naked breasts.
Yes, yeah, this is another reason why I wanted to talk about it, because look at the porn. Look at this horrible pornography. People complained about the RC figure, but will they have the guts to talk about Nipple Prime?
Nipple Prime, the deadliest prime of all.
Squeeze him. Watch him ooh-woo.
Are they rubber? That's the question.
Oh, we don't know. This is the info we need.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Yeah.
But
hey, I'm all for hypersexualizing Optimus. Like, to be honest, I say give Optimus a package the size of a planet.
I think this is a dangerous road for you to climb on, Mikey.
No, someone once asked me when I said I like Nicey, would I buy humanized version of male, like sexualized humanized version of male characters? And I said yes, if they're good.
Yeah.
If they look, if it's an interesting art style. If they did Springer or a Grimlock or something, like if they did a Grimlock, I'd buy it on principle.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so sex him up, people.
Oh, there you go.
Give him a butt that won't quit.
Jesus.
But yeah, they've got a lot of images displaying some of his features and articulation. It has to be said, he looks like top notch in terms of articulation. That head movement is nuts.
Yeah, he looks very impressive.
I bet that price will be as well.
Hey, yeah, but at least with this, like if this one costs 300 and we go away, hey, what about that squidge? And you go, yeah, this one makes sense. This one maybe not so much.
I see the money.
Mm-hmm,
I look at this, I see the money.
Yes.
Especially if they got a voice actor in Chinese or otherwise to do this. Like Chinese Peter Cullen or American Peter Cullen or American impressionist Peter Cullen. That's someone who still has to come into a recording booth for X number of hours and record this.
Yeah, exactly.
So, that is money. So, and this is crazy detailed. No, I'm very curious. Like I said, if you want a robot Spider Girl, that's up there on Yoloparks as well, and a Proto Man thing. Proto Man's the red one, yeah.
What, from Mega Man? Yes, yeah, I think so.
Okay. I remember that because I saw NT Warrior.
I don't know what that means.
That's the anime. I saw the anime that was on Fox Kids.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say the anime or the cartoon, or were they the same thing?
I don't know.
Okay.
Because I know that it went on and did like Mega Man is possessed by a lion.
What?
I remember. I saw there was a subgroup that was really popular back in the day, and I was looking through their catalog, and it was just like Mega Man Beast or something like that, and I was just like
by an actual lion, about like a god lion or something.
I don't know. I didn't watch it. I just saw it while I was scrolling down.
I wonder if it's just like a normal zoo lion. It's like, I possess Mega Man. I've gained that ability. Why not? Why not? Yeah, he's a fancy looking Optimus Prime. I'll give him that. Shell moves on, Mikey.
Yeah.
Yo, do you remember that Netflix show, that War for Siblodon thing that's meant to be coming out?
War for Siblodon?
That's right. It's been delayed. What a shock. So we have a little statement via the Instagram account from the voice of Leader One in the series. I wish I knew. It was supposed to be June, but due to quarantine, they didn't finish the foreign dubs for the show. They are working on those now. Netflix is requiring that all foreign dubs be complete so the show can launch in all languages at once. So this is in hand of Netflix and Rooster Teeth at the moment. So that's the reason why the show isn't out yet. If you wondered, because it's been a long time since it was announced. Feels like, I mean, if it was meant to be out this month, fair enough. I wonder how long of a delay will be on. Not that I'm really chomping at the bits to see it, as I'm still recovering from my burns from my previous Transformer show that was online. What was it called again? Oh, Combiner Wars Titans Return, and the other one, which I didn't watch.
Power of the Primes.
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
It had very little to do with the toy line.
What a shock. None of them really did. They were all terrible. Terrible. So I'll take the next story as well, unless you have anything you wanna add there, Mr. Mikey.
Understandable if they said like
Yes.
foreign dubs and we want to do it like global release. So
Yeah, it's an interesting business stand. Because it sounds like the Western English version, I suppose, is a better way to say. The English version is done, and they want to wait. I'm surprising they want to wait, but hey, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I
There's
mean,
no
it's
spoilers
not-
for the other countries.
all cards on the table. It's not exactly one of their high-profile releases now, is it?
Are you saying it's not the Game of Thrones of Transformers, unlike Titans Return?
Yeah, it's the Game of Thrones of animation.
Oh, it probably is like the Game of Thrones of the animation now,
don't.
isn't
I
it?
really fucking hope not.
Oh man,
I really
because
fucking hope not.
it starts off well, and then everybody by the end goes, "Fuck this terrible show."
To be fair, the last one didn't start out well, so that balances out.
That's true. That's true.
It started confusingly and got more so. But yeah, like I saw something as well, like, ooh, there's a lack of communication, and I am kind of like, if Netflix is handling a lot of this, well, I mean, this is not a show they're going to be pushing very much.
I mean, they don't really push.
No.
There are only really specific shows Netflix seems to care about.
Other thing, like the way Netflix advertising works is that if you search on there for like to be released or something like that, there'll be trailers. Which they don't really do a lot of advertising except for their big name shows.
No,
Like,
is there like a new or coming up soon to Netflix bar or selection in the menus?
There's I sometimes when I've searched, I've found trailers for things. I don't really go looking for them.
There's not like, because I know the Netflix generally has like, these are the thrillers, these are the horrors, and you can flick through some of them.
Can I just say, Netflix search engine is bollocks.
Oh no, it is.
Bollocks.
I know about it only because I've used it on Amazon, and the Amazon one is pretty much the same as Netflix, as I can tell.
The Amazon one is a bit better.
Is it? Oh
think
my
so.
god, it's so bad though.
Yeah, it's very, very, very
It's
bad.
terrible. He's
And,
like
like,
5 movies. It's like, oh, do you want to look through the rest? It's like, but what?
Like, okay, I want to see your animation catalog. I want to see your action catalog. Well, these are the movies we have. Not all of them. Or even,
how do I see the rest of them?
do you know?
Click
the name?
around, maybe you'll find out.
It's kind of like, do you know the name of it? No, I'm just kind of find something to watch.
Browse
Oh. I don't know, man. You got a couple of hours?
them. No. Why are you making this so difficult?
Yep.
Well, I'll take us on then, Mr. Mikey. We have some images of the very exciting toys, as I'm sure you're aware. Transformers Cyberverse Ultra Class Thunder Howl and Warrior Class Mega Axe Optimus Prime. Why did I say that sarcastically? Because we all know that the best figures in the line are the deluxe figures.
You know what's weird? I think this guy looks better than the Deluxe Thunder Howl.
Why does he look so different?
Because he looks kind of like Thunder Howl, the toy, looks like a very early model. This looks.
Oh, you mean from the deluxe line? You mean?
Yeah, I think this one looks a bit more like what was in the show. Like, it also has the problems like that wolf is wearing a cape.
What do you mean problem?
Okay, granted it's a problem for show accuracy,
Yeah.
but that wolf is wearing a cape.
Yes. He needs an eye patch.
Not everything needs an eye patch, Andy.
Are you sure about that? as I pull out my ice pick. You know what's better than one eye patch? 2 eye patches. You mean you want to blind them? It's not really want to. I just want to make them look cool.
But yeah, he's got the Energon armor gimmick, which is a fairly inobtrusive gimmick. So
For the most part.
Yeah, so he looks like a functional toy, which makes a nice change.
Still, I'd say basic. I was going to say janky, but I don't mean janky.
No, basic,
I do mean basic. Yeah.
Basic. Like clobber level.
Yeah. Maybe a bit better than Clobber because it looks like there's more articulation to this figure.
A little bit more.
Yeah, granted, not a huge amount. I'll admit
but
that.
As Chris said, you're not Astro Train, which is a big deal because Astro Train is no Astro Train toy, and his design is cool.
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why there's no Astro Train. I wonder how long this Cyberverse line will continue since the show is over. As far as I'm aware.
I don't know. I don't have much hope for it lasting very long, but
I mean, what are we moving on to? Are we moving on to the Netflix show? Is that the next kind of like
That's the
tent
thing.
pole.
If without Cyberverse, they don't have something for that age group.
No, and they don't have it on
But then,
Cartoon Network,
I mean,
right?
there was a gap between that and RID.
How much of a gap though? Was it a big gap?
I don't know if something. Let's see.
It must have only been a few months. It couldn't have been too long.
Right, so Cyberverse.
Maybe I'm wrong.
It started on August 27, 2018. And Robots in the Sky. Robots Living in Skies.
Oh no.
2015.
Well, technically they live in space, so they are in the sky, I
that
suppose.
ran from 2015
Mm-hmm.
to 2017. So there was about half a year. Just over half a year.
Oh,
No, actually, close to a year between them. Close to a year.
I am kind of surprised by that, but okay, fair enough. Yeah. So
but
maybe a year until we get the next
maybe.
show?
So either they could run out the Cyberverse line as long as they can, or see what they can announce next.
Oh, well, I guess they'll have to just run out the Cyberverse line.
Yeah,
Because otherwise they'll... I don't know.
I'd
It
say they
might
could
not
start
be worth
really promoting the Netflix show, but all their toys have already come out.
it. Yeah, yeah. Oh, well, they could repaint more of them, I suppose.
Oh, good.
I mean, that Megatron's not come out enough.
Oh, we don't have it on the news for this week.
It's the Megatron toy.
Ah!
I didn't want to talk about it, but go on then, Mikey. Since it sounds like you've got this stick you want to throw.
So they have this mildly remolded Megatron, right?
Mildly,
but in a line where everything else is, and they showed it to be fully repainted, like okay, basic paint scheme, whatever, you know. New images of the actual toy. It got the same fucking paint as the Siege. I checked. It's the
Not
same
on the
pattern.
chest, though.
No, but on the legs.
On the legs, yeah. So does this mean that all these legs are just like leftovers?
I feel like I don't know, because as far as I know, he's the only one in the line to have it. I don't even think, at least he's the only one I know about. Maybe when the HorrorCon comes out, he'll have it or something to match your 8-face, but...
Well, more, he's the only one, as far as I know, who would probably have directly ported over parts, right? Because the legs are... I think the legs are exactly the same.
Yeah. A lot of it's... Yeah, the legs are exactly the same as far as I know, or at least they're clearly... The front of them is identical.
Yeah.
But, oh my god. What fucking... Oh... And people go, I think we've had very good year for Transformers toys. Yeah, if you want to buy the same one 4 times.
4 times, yeah.
And getting more expensive each time because inflation. Oh, and we give it... Well, inflation. Inflation makes everything... you will be getting, It's getting more expensive here, I'll tell you that much. But, economics. But, or, we're going to give you the same toy, but with a trailer. You want the trailer.
No. It's fine. We've got model kits.
Yeah.
Oh,
my War Greymon got shipped.
Hey, that's good.
After 4 months.
I did see... we'll move on to the next story, which I think is related to something I saw you tweet about earlier today. Skylinks is now out and available in the UK somewhere in places. So if you want, you can... I guess go out to stores now that they might be open again.
Yes,
maybe?
you might be able to go out to stores,
depending on the store, the location of the store, and social distancing. But yeah, Skylinks have popped up around the UK, and I saw Mikey was very excited not to buy one.
It was great. Because I saw, I think it was Chris, who was Chris McFeely, who was saying oh my god, I'm the only place in the UK without a Smiths that has a Skylinks, and we're just I checked my local in Ireland. Lots of Irish ones have one. My local has 3. I'm gonna let a child buy them, and that child will break them, and I won't care.
Wow, yeah, that was the thing I wanted to know. Why did you say that a child would break them? Are these children for breaking?
No, but just children are terrible.
Oh, fair enough. That's fine.
Basically, I want everyone who's a collector to have a fucking freak out at the idea of a child playing with a toy. But I actually I'm sure that Skylink, it looks decent for what it is. Overall, I just don't want it.
That's fair. Yeah.
And when people are going oh my god, I want it, I'm just I could get it, but I won't.
Hey, Mikey, did that Shockwave ever come down in price?
No, it didn't. I went in for weeks, and then it was gone.
You didn't want to pay 40, 50 euros for it?
55.
55 euros for it.
No, I would have paid 40. I would have paid 40.
How much is Skylinks then?
On Smiths, I was looking at it early on. I think it was like 80 or 90.
Oh, woof.
Smiths, Transformers.
Woof, son.
Come to me, information from the interweb.
80 and 90. God.
Because Scorponok's up for pre-order as well at 160.
Right, he's gone up, right? Because how much was Fort Max?
I don't know. Fort Max Triptychon was 140.
Okay, so yeah, they are going up in price.
But okay, yeah, Skylinks, 90 euros.
Oh boy.
3 available in your local shop. 2
Hooray!
available in Dublin. Let's see, how many are in Ireland right now? There's 3 in Cork, 3 in Drogheda, 5 in Dublin. So 7, 8, 9 in Dublin, right?
Mm-hmm.
1 in Dundalk, 1 in Galway, 3 in Naas, 3 in Limerick, 1 in Navan, 1 in Tralee, and 2 in Waterford. Those are all the Skylinkses you can find in the world. There's no more been made. I'm assuming they have others in like backstock.
You're probably right there. I would assume.
When thinking about it, you really wouldn't want them to just make. We're going to sell a toy, and we're going to sell 20 in an entire country. You know, even a small country. But yes, Skylinks is available for buying in the UK and Ireland.
If thou desire him. Which
if
you
dost,
don't.
If dost thou want, dost thou.
It's true.
If you pay me, I'll go get you one.
Oh wow, that's kind. That's generous. There's one other bit of news, but not really news that I saw today, and it's over the week, and it seems like at least via their Facebook page, there've been a lot more nicey images coming up, teasing us for a toy, which I still don't think has a confirmed release date.
Well, it's been pushed back several times.
Yeah,
and I would say teasing is probably the right word to use in this case.
I would as well.
Oh god, they don't give a shit anymore, do they?
Well, no, because I didn't see these photos going up on Facebook. On Twitter. It's locked to the Facebook stuff, so they probably know they're just going to cause less fire.
we're speaking to our audience now, and we're also giving less of a shit.
Yeah. Though you mentioned it as well, it seems like they're more heavily leaning on the magical girl head for the promotional material than the RC head. I feel like
they're slowly trying to say this isn't a Transformers toy; it's a robot action figure.
Yeah,
and transforms.
And at least I suspected that the reason they might be doing that is because, more heavily now than before, is because of what happened to Wei Zhang, who got shot in the back of the head by the snipers.
Wei Zhang got Wei Zhang got lethal weapons.
Yeah,
Wei Zhang held up diplomatic immunity, and they didn't give a fuck. But
Hasbro went, it's been revoked.
No. Disney said it's been revoked.
Oh, yes, my bad, yeah.
Because the feckin' idiots decided to try and rip off a Hot Toys Iron Man. And Disney were like, oh boy. And all I could hear in the distance was, ha ha! Mickey Mouse closes in.
Mickey Mouse will do that. He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, and Hasbro basically just came in on top of it because, hey, why not? I mean, it hasn't even made a dent in the serious knockoff industry, but you ain't getting your high-class Wei Zhang figures anymore, guys.
No, kind of a shame, really.
People are in prison.
There'll be somebody else. But...
Oh, yeah. But yeah, so we won't go into details on those, I think. But if you want to see pictures of Big Firebird not caring, go to their Facebook page. They've also got their new line pre-orders up in HLJ and stuff of their combiner figure, their Mech Girl combiner figure.
Oh, okay. Does it say when that's meant to be out?
I didn't see. Each figure's about €45.
Oh, that's not terrible.
Yeah, and they there's 2 main figures. There's two a 2-pack and a tank with boobs, which is it's a tank. You know where Revenge of the Fallen Megatron, you know how his head is there? Yes. Replace his head with a pair of breasts.
As you do.
Yeah, because it forms the chest of the combined form. So
it wasn't a design that I was really interested in buying at all, but it's
kind of
triggered coming out.
I don't know if I'd want to buy the combiner. I wouldn't mind getting one of the figures, but I don't know if I'd want the combiner. The whole thing kind of has a weird Trigger vibe to me, in terms of proportion.
Right, you mean the studio, not the feeling.
Yeah, no, Trigger as in the Trigger.
Yes.
But hey, it's up there. I don't know whatever happened to their dinosaur figure that they were doing. We haven't seen anything of that in a while.
I think that'll probably just be on the back burner. I think they're probably going to try and get these two things out, and then they can worry about the next things, because they have like load of projects announced, but maybe they were just like in the concept stage.
And they got licensed stuff as well.
Yeah,
because they got that weird little Nendroidy thing with the screaming face. What was it?
That's right. I can't remember what it was called, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I'd be very curious to see if we still get the Windblade though, because I wouldn't be shocked if they just kind of de-transformed their whole line.
What if they? Well, what I would hope then is if they did the Windblade but altered it enough for it to be just a magical girl version of her.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad.
Because then they could keep all the design concept artwork that they did, make the figure, and then just go, no, it's not Windblade, see?
But yeah,
yeah. Because then, Mikey, because then you could do an entire line of Transformer girls who you'd go, okay, they're not Transformer characters. We're gonna make them just a magical girl team.
Right. This is where they end up in like the 18+ section of Ami Ami.
Maybe.
Never go in the 18+ section of Ami Ami, by the way. Never. Nothing good lies there.
Mikey has seen things.
There was a model kit that was showing up in like standard and the DX version. I checked out the DX version. That was in the 18+.
Okay.
So, what I will only describe lightly as Penis Dragon.
Oh, I remember you sent that to me, didn't you?
Yeah, because
this a different one?
No, it's the same. I'm just like, you have to build this with your hands.
Mm-hmm.
You have to get your human hands, clip out bits of it. Maybe you have to paint it at home as a hobby. Possibly while breathing heavily. While we're wearing really big glasses. But, oh man. I couldn't stop laughing. But yes, I think I'll stick to me robots for the moment.
For now.
I couldn't really even convince myself to get that Gaugai girl. But
okay. It's going to be quite good, I think.
Yeah, she's supposed to be good. And she's compatible with the new model kits that are coming out somehow. Like the J-Decker and whatnot.
Oh, fair enough.
But yeah. So, yeah, weird pictures around the internet. Hilarious pictures.
Well, Mr. Mikey, I'll ask then, since we've done all the news for this week, what you done for fun? What's your week been?
I got sad.
Oh no, why you get sad, Mikey?
It ended!
Yeah.
Didn't end? No, it'll go on forever. It might actually go on forever. But it'd go on forever. Yes, my daily life is a villainess, or Hamefura, or whatever you want to call it. Episode 12 came out, which wrapped up the show. I would say, like, the first half of the show was just kind of what I expected it to be. It was after they wrapped up the inverted commas threat that I got really into it. Because it's like, I must avoid my doom, and like right up until the last second, she won't accept the fact that she's safe.
Yeah.
Right up until and like there's a great bit where she's right, I have to find one. She gets really like she's not asking any of them out. Is this the harem ending that I didn't get? And I was like, I mean, kind of.
The part that got me was, oh, this is the friendship ending, and I'm just sitting there going, you stupid bitch.
Oh dear, she's a wonderful person, but she is not self-aware.
I wanted her to say one more line of, we're all such good friends.
I love you all platonically.
I love you all equally the same amount as friends.
One of which is my fiance.
Yep.
Like, all he has to do is bide his time and not fuck up, and he wins by default.
Technically, I suppose so.
But the thing is, like, I can't see, like, I don't know. Like when she goes up to Maria and like, Maria, who do you love? I'm just like, I like you. Not like that. I mean romantically. I like you.
I mean, like romantically, like you want to spend time with forever, like a boy. It's like, I'm not really interested in boys. I just want to spend forever with you. That's nice. And then Maria's looking at the camera, just going, "Fuck's sake! What more does she want me to say?"
Just rips off all her clothes. I want to have sex with you.
I see. I think like she's so dumb that they'd have sex, and by the end of it, go, "I guess this is just what friends do, isn't it?"
This was going to happen when I went to college.
Is this one of my doom flags? The yandere ending, where everyone tries to kill the other ones.
Yeah, like you. I mean, what could happen at the end of this is like this goes like battle royale.
Exactly. They have to literally kill each other to win her. But yeah, it got announced for a season 2 as well, which was interesting. And as both me and you said, maybe concerning. Maybe
because my stupid dog has burst into the room because she thinks I was being attacked. I hate you too, dog. But I'm trying to talk. Woman, get off me. But yeah, like, because I from what I've been reading, it's like, oh, a lot of people don't like the stuff past this ending because they think it just got too popular and went on. Mm-hmm. And like, if it's the same quality, I'm okay with that. My problem will be it'll go like, and the story can never end. Also, I'm not really sure I want to know how this ends. If you know what I mean.
I don't want it to have a decisive end. I guess an issue I would have with it is the what's it called? Am I Goddess kind of end? Well, will they, won't they? It'll be a different one.
I don't remember the ending for Oh My Goddess.
No, I didn't finish it, but it was
remember
always
Bill
like,
Dandy
will he get with Bill Dandy? It's like, he never did. It's like, dude, come on now.
I know Bill Dandy, like, turned out to be, like, Kuiper God.
What?
Like, oh yeah, Bill Dandy turned out to be, like, the scariest motherfucker.
Okay. I never liked that show. It really
I did. I quite enjoyed it. I haven't seen it. I think they did, like, an extended version.
All right.
Which, like, because the manga went on for something like 30 years.
Kill me.
But, like, with kind of the Berserk release schedule.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Which One Piece is getting to. One Piece is nearly at 1,000 chapters.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. But yes, I highly recommend this show to anyone who wants a show with a great female protagonist, who wants to laugh their ass off, who wants to see engaging, fun scenarios, charm, everything else, have a bit of a cry at times. It's so good.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun. I really like it. And yeah, and it ends in a pretty solid way, and if season 2 ends up being crap and I end up saying you don't need to watch it, you don't need to watch it because season 1 ends so well.
I think it could have had one more episode because it felt kind of rushed. Like, it rushed through the president stuff, and then it kind of rushed through the epilogue ending. I was like, oh, okay, we're going at a brisk pace at the moment.
Yeah, but I mean, they had to get that whole scene of everyone coming in declaring that they were lining up to have a shot at her. Which, you know, like,
yes.
Which again, we were saying the yandere moment, and Maria's like, da da da, and following from the back, you're getting ahead of me. And Mary just walks into the scene and just like, she'll kill you.
Yep.
And Sophia comes in, and then the boys slowly start coming in, but they're a bit less in your face, bar the prince. It's like, she's technically my fiance, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, my sister's not good enough to be your fiance. And you could just see on her face, everyone's such good friends. We'll kill each other. But no, it's a really fun show. Also, 19,800 meetings.
Yes, the amount of times that she had an inner monologue to try and avoid her death. That was a lot.
19,800 meetings, and their plan was small snake backpack. 8 years.
They didn't say they said multiple times in the previous episode that everyone thinks she's an idiot.
Yes. They may not be wrong.
No. Though, to be fair, it sounds like she's made decent money out of that snake toy as well.
Yeah, no.
As she sold it to a toy store.
Yeah. It's so realistic.
She spent like 10 years creating the ultimate snake toy. To be fair, like, for the quality of it, it looked like it was a real snake, so props to her.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I finished Control, the game. It's a charming enough little experience. But it has some gameplay structuring problems. Especially, it has a real bad thing where it'll just throw waves of enemies at you. They'll kill you, not based on danger or skill, or just basically on this run through, the AI made them run around this corner behind you while you were focusing on somewhere else.
Oh, that's
There's
annoying.
a limited predictability, which I'm sure people would say is good game design. Oh, look, you can't predict them. And I'm just like, there's predictability and there's annoying. And like, you'll get killed in the weirdest way. And the end of the game is a very unsatisfying couple of... There are no end boss fights, and I found the ending unsatisfying because it's literally just saying, like, open-ended. Yeah, we want you to keep on playing the game after you finished, so fuck it.
Right.
I know. But, like, I find the premise interesting. It's like, there's a lot of goofy elements to it, but it's a fun game. Just because there was a beta on it, conveniently, that was open free, I played a bit of Gundam Extreme versus Maxi Boost.
All right.
So this had all the suits in it and only a couple of game modes.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I understand, the single player in this game is not really a thing. It's largely an online game. The single player option is basically run through the same 5 or 6 battles but at different difficulty settings. So it's really done around because it's an arcade game. Like, you're supposed to be playing it against your friends. I mean, they need a fucking tutorial because I don't get half the controls or how to do combos or anything. But it was fun enough. I mean, you can call it bias, but I seem to be best with the God Gundam and the Crossbone. Now, you can call it bias. I call it game design.
Damn, boy.
Because, like, the Crossbones block means you throw shields, which is really handy. And the God Gundam, you just get in and punch stuff, and I think that was very effective.
Hmm.
Don't judge me. Oh yeah, but like 185 suits, so it's not exactly the most technical thing in the world. It's a lot more Xenoverse than Fighters, is what I'd say. But yeah, no, it's all right. Don't know if I'd pay for it, but having the opportunity to just play it for free there, I thought was fun.
Would it be a sales game, maybe, if not a full price game?
The thing is, like, it's an online fighting game, which means you need an online arena fighter game. So you need you'll need how much you get out of this game, how deep you want to go into the mechanics, which are fairly limited, but they are there, and how many people are going to be active that you can play with. This is a medium release Gundam game. I'm not expecting this to have a huge player base. So there's that. Apart from that, I watched the first episode of Gal and Kyoryu.
All right.
Which was a show about a Japanese gal who brings a dinosaur home when she gets drunk one night. The dinosaur doesn't talk. It lives in her house and eats her ramen. It's mostly shorts, like fairly short, like 5-6 minute segments, all strung up into a 20-minute episode of slice of life kind of stuff. Flash animated, or at least Flash style. I didn't really care for it.
Okay.
It's trying for weird, not funny. Like, it's got stop motion bits that look good. But yeah, the animation, the anime is being done by the team who did Pop Team Epic, which people flipped out about. I thought Pop Team Epic was kind of crap, but I didn't like it. Listen, if I want weird, wacky weirdness, I'll go back and I'll watch XL Saga, which I think fucking mastered weird, wacky weirdness.
Mm-hmm.
And that song has been stuck in my head since the early 2000s. Yeah, not crazy about it. The only other 2 things of note is I watched the first 2 episodes of Zeta Gundam. The one which
only 2.
Only 2. I've been working out in the yard a lot this week, so I've been coming in and just kind of I didn't want to do anything I was engaging with. You know, that kind of feeling.
Yeah.
So like watching a bit of Netflix and stuff that's not very interesting, but and I watched the first 4 episodes of Turn A.
Okay, so you got through more Turn A than you have done.
Yeah. I'm liking them both in different ways. So Zeta is very of its time. It's it's kind of a 70s show in the 80s. Like, it feels a bit older than a lot of 80s anime I've seen. Basic story is it's 7 years after the 1 Year War. The Titans, which are a really unpleasant Earth group, which so far has not got the moral ambiguity you're looking for, or at least everyone tells me I'm looking for. They are developing Mark II Gundams in secret, and the Anti-Earth Union, whose strike force is being led by Quattro, who is totally not sure. Find out about this. They sneak on. They want to steal the Gundams. And a teenage boy who's the son of the Gundam's designer, Camille. So, I don't know what I was expecting, but Camille has severe anger issues about the fact he has what he has decided is a girl's name. And it doesn't matter who you are, if you point that out, he will flip out and try to kill you. He got himself in military prison with the Titans because he punched one of their lieutenants in the face over it. And then he got manhandled in prison. And his response to this, after seeing the Gundams, was to steal one of the Gundams so he can try to murder the guy who kicked him in the face. Felt like a little bit of overkill, because there's just a moment where he's like, oh man, I hate the Titans, and I hate you, and what you do. Like, he's constantly going like, where is he? Where's the bastard? And just like, he starts shooting the ground in front of him. I'm just like, you're going to step on him, aren't you? But he basically helps steal the Titans and goes off to join the Anti-Earth Union because he hates he hates the Titan group, so he steals the Titan mech. This is the blue Mark II. Apparently it will not last very long in the blue, which I find disappointing, but
no.
Basically it's very similar to the Seed opening, except low key. Better paced would be something else as well, and a bit more of a mystery. Very of its time in terms of writing. Animation for the time is good. I think it's solid. The female character Fa, I don't know what to make of her yet, because she just sort of is running a lot because the colony's falling on her head. And I just love how we don't even get to see Quattro's face properly, but like you're just looking at him and you're just like, okay, and he's kind of like, yeah, because it turns out Camille's a new type, obviously. But it's just like, what's this I feel? Amarore? Lala? I'm just like, are you even going to pretend it's not Cher? So yeah. There. Oh, dropping stuff. So I'm going to keep watching that. Turn A is a very different animal. Basically, it's set after a dark history, which from what I've been reading is apparently a point in time where all the Gundam timelines, except maybe Seed and stuff that came after Seed, but only maybe, merge into one. Which I'm 4 episodes in. I'm always like, this is so not a typical Gundam show.
No, it's very different.
This is what I would describe as a post-Evangelion 90s anime.
Ooh, yeah, that's an interesting way to phrase it. I could see that.
It's following a lot of super robot tropes. And I would say specifically super robot tropes. Like the Turn A Gundam is buried in a mountain. And it's depending on who you're listening to already, it's either a couple of 100 years old or a few thousand. Hang on. You come in and bother me and then you want to leave. Go on, feck off. So that's, super prototype mech found in the dirt. Not exactly uncommon.
No.
The way, like the fact that this is an agrarian society, it's like an early 1900 society. So you've got two groups. You've got people on the moon and people on Earth. The people on Earth, something happened a couple of thousand years ago, wiped out society, and they've gone kind of basically they've kind of followed a modern day progression track. So they are up to 19th century technology, like they're inventing biplanes at the moment. Whereas the moon is hyper advanced and has mobile suits. And the moon has decided because there was some big disaster, and the people of the moon now decide they want to come back to Earth. They send a scout force. One of them, Loram, becomes a chauffeur for a rich family. He spends 2 years there. He gets very attached to the place. He likes it. He wants everyone from the moon to come down so they can all be friends. And the moon comes down, and it's full of racists who think that everyone on Earth is basically slightly above a monkey. And yeah, the first thing they do is drop wodoms in, which are these gigantic non-humanoid mechs, which in a very which have super robot weapons again, like can take out large portions of a city. He ends up in the turn A, and away we go. Tonally, it just feels like that. There's a lot of spirituality to all this. There's a lot of aggrandizing the history and everything else. Like, very what I would have expected in a post-Evangelion world. Because at this time, you were getting stuff like this. You were getting Razephion would come in a year or two later. Another way of putting it would be a mid-80s super robot mech. Because mid-80s stuff was very into its idea of heavy tones, universal destroyer robots. Like
right.
Ideon is the classic one, but there was also one, I think it was mid-80s or early 90s, Zeromeyer, I think it's called. But it's that kind of thing where it's like, and these are the deep super robot shows. Like, at the same time, Gao Final came out in direct opposition, like purposeful direct opposition to Evangelion. Like, it was intended to take all the tropes that Evangelion, like Hideki Anno at one point said that his goal was to make it so that all these super robot tropes got annihilated by his series and they'd never be any use again. And then Gao comes out, punches a hole in the sun and says, like, fuck off. And rightly so. Also, I will say, in motion, and especially in profile, the turn A looks a lot better than it does in, like, static face-forward shots. But yeah, I'm liking the animation overall. It's not the highest budget, but it's decent. Gonna keep watching that. The only other thing of note was that I got my real grade Mark II Titans version.
Yay!
Interesting build. I would say different from high grade, not necessarily a better build. It's more solid.
It's more complex.
To a point, but it's got more. I would say it's got more small parts in a way, because it, like, in terms of actual parts count, there's not as many, because a lot of what would be made up of the clip-on armor pieces in the high grade is the skeleton, and the skeleton is largely pre-constructed. I would say it took me longer to build the crossbone in terms of actual time, but another thing was, like, the Mark II in blue doesn't need a lot of panel lining.
No.
But no, I enjoyed the build. It was an enjoyable, fun build. It's very solid. Very, very solid. Like, I've done, like, repeated shake tests on this thing. It was so solid I didn't realize it had ankle tilt at first. Like, see, I tried turning the ankle and they're like, oh no ankle tilt. Ah, well. Or it's an early one from, maybe they weren't really sure of the line, and I had it full armored up, and I was just wanted to see, like, did I get everything assembled right, and I checked a video online and just like, oh my god, he's turning the ankles. Did these work? And I was just like very slowly trying to twist them, and then they just started working. But yeah, good accessory count, really fun build. I'd recommend it to anyone who wants to try real grade. And from what I understand, it's really the only one from that era of real grade you want to try out. Everything
else is after the unicorn.
Yep. So yeah, that was me really. What about you, Andy?
Not done a huge amount. DS9's done. Finished rewatching all that. Still good. Still fun. I forgot how quickly they wrap up a lot of stuff. Like, you know how they do, like, a quick epilogue of where the characters are? Where's Cassidy's? Cassidy doesn't get one.
No, but I thought she was...
Do you remember what her last scene is?
It's the one where, like, Cisco's in space and, like, white space and saying, like, I'll be back, but not yet.
Yeah, like, maybe a year, maybe a day, maybe a week, maybe never, maybe a minute, and it's like...
Maybe yesterday.
Yeah, maybe yesterday. It's like, well, that was a lie, wasn't it? That was a lie, because you could literally come back whenever you wanted because of, time being... But yeah, but that's her last scene. She doesn't get an epilogue. She doesn't even, like, get the last scene with her and Jake. It's Jake and Kira looking out into space, which is weird.
Because I don't know if that... I think that's the first time I've ever seen Jake and Kira really interact when you think about it.
They've done a few little bits. Maybe it's meant to be a nod back to the really sad episode with old Jake.
Oh yeah, old Jake.
Yeah, because here's a thing. Technically, history repeats itself in that sense, doesn't it?
God,
Jake still loses his dad.
Yeah.
man.
Mm.
So does that mean Jake still goes to the Daystrom Institute and writes amazing books? Maybe.
Breaks up with his wife, becomes really depressed.
Kills himself, but it doesn't work.
No!
Because that's not how this one works, Jake. So no.
Cisco's just floating there in space, and it's like, he could have stopped him.
Yeah.
Really should have, really, thinking about it.
I still really like the end. I still think it's good and thematic, but it's just not quite amazing, is maybe what I'd say.
Mm.
It's got little bits here and there that I'm like, I don't know. Because if you think about it, Garrick didn't have the best send off either. Like he insults Julian and basically goes, "Oh, my race deserved it. We were always shitty people. See you later. Maybe we'll see each other again. But I wouldn't count on it. Yeah, you're a good friend, but don't count on seeing me ever again. Bye." It's like, oh, okay, bye, Garrick.
It's a weird thing. I honestly, I think it's kind of Ducat's fault.
In a way, yes.
Because I think if you didn't have the Ducat, I think you could have had a religious arc to this without having the power raids. I nearly said pun fair. But I think the power raids get in the way, and that means that there's 20-30 minutes of that episode dedicated to something that could have been dedicated to other things.
It is strange because the power raids did seem to me like something that was just shunted in there. Like they did the Reckoning episode, which seemed like a decent episode with the power raids because it was a prophet and a power wraith, and they fought on the station, and it was beaten. Oh no, it wasn't beaten. It was the contest was put on hold.
Yeah,
and you had the end of season 6 where they closed the wormhole, and by the beginning of the season 7. The orb of the emissary was discovered, and the power wraith was shot out and destroyed. It's like, and then we go back and do even more power wraith stuff after that. I still think Ducat should have, like, if not ended it on the planet where we've talked about before, if not finished it on the station on when he goes to Impact Nor and has the religious cult around him, because I don't think that's a terrible episode.
No, and like that could have been a Kira wrap up, and if you actually like. I would say in some ways Ducat's more a Kira enemy than he is a Cisco enemy.
Yeah, he was kind of shunted to be a Cisco enemy.
Like most of the Ducat Cisco scenes are small. They're over radio. They're over communications. There's very few scenes where those two interact in a big way. But from the early on, like season 2 or 3, you are already getting scenes where it was Kira versus Ducat.
Do you think it may have been better if instead of using Ducat going with the power race, it would have been better if Kai Wynn had just kind of led herself there without Ducat?
I think because
she was always the antagonist towards Cisco since season 1. Well, the end of season 1 where she first appeared, and she was a fucking cow there. From then on, she's always been a fucking stick in Cisco's ass, just getting in there and ruining his day, being a fucking bitch. So maybe it would have worked better if they had just gone with Kai Wynn. I don't know. You could have written something about her discovering the power wraiths, so maybe the power wraiths tricked her into it, and then she goes, fuck it, you're right, they haven't given me anything.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that could have worked a bit better. I don't know. But since that's done, I've gone back to 01, so I'm doing the trousers arc at the moment. The whole fight, like I knew it was coming. The whole we're doing a 5 competitions to see what's better, the Zaya gear stuff or your humor gears, and even though I knew it was coming, I was still at that's a shame because I do feel it's kind of slowing the pace down. They are kind of dropping in little bits here and there, but it's the episode I saw last night was it was round 3 with the lawyers.
Yeah, where they go Phoenix Rightness.
Yeah, which wasn't the most interesting episode. It's like I was kind of obviously
I'm trying to
who the bad guy
the
was.
One with the Gatling lion?
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's the one where they. Have you seen the end of that?
What do you mean the end of that?
It's a 2-parter. Have you seen the 2 parts?
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah, because that's the one where they bring in Metal Cluster, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are introducing stuff, but it does feel like the pacing kind of went to a baby crawl at that point, and it's like, here's the thing. I think 01 currently, where I am at the moment, which is like episode 22, is fine. But I don't really like any of the characters apart from Izu and the other chick. I think they are the best characters in the show. Everybody else is just
Well, Valkyrie.
Valkyrie, yeah. Those two are the best, and everyone else.
Yeah.
I just kind of shrug my shoulders at them. Like Trousers is bland. Like his thing is 1,000%, and apart from that, there's not much else to him. Arturo, is that? I'm pretty sure. Aruto, sorry, yeah, Aruto is very loud. He's not like I was thinking this while having a poo yesterday. He's very loud. He's not Sentai very loud, but he for a Kamen Rider kind of guy, he's very loud and kind of annoying. At least I find kind of annoying, and I don't think the greatest actor.
No, there are better. We've had better writer actors.
We've been spoiled by really good ones.
Yeah, like your fault.
Unfortunately,
well, I said this with Gio actually. It's like we're going from Sento to this.
Yeah,
and that guy could act.
And it's not even like I remember not liking the guy from Ghost, but he did feel like he progressed and got better. Aruto doesn't feel like he's any better from episode 1. I don't think.
I wouldn't agree with that. Because I was put off by him in episode 1.
Yeah.
But I've grown to quite like I enjoy him, and I like the hammy villain. I enjoy Trousers.
But I feel like he's just a bit too generic hammy villain.
Yeah. Well, like they set up a bit of a mystery with him, and they haven't really followed up on it yet. That's a thing.
Okay, fair enough.
Because like they basically set up like he's been involved in this for 10 years.
Yes.
Except he's saying he's 24. Except he's not. Yeah. He's 40.
He's 40. I think that's quite funny.
Yeah.
But I didn't know they were going to really play on it too hard. It's good to know that they do, though. Harder.
They need to. Like they haven't like at the moment. He's kind of like his whole thing at the moment is being constantly undermined. So I'd like them to delve into him. But there's also stuff with Horror-B I'd like them to delve into, and I've heard this season will be a bit of a short one.
Oh no!
Because I think they still want to start up the new series as normal in September.
Oh, that's a bummer. Okay.
I don't know for sure. So I've heard the final form won't get a long run.
Right. So it sounds like from my perspective, we're meandering at the moment, and then we're at some point by the end going to just kind of quickly wrap up all these things.
Maybe I don't know. I've enjoyed 01. It's not one of my favorites, but I have enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. It's not like when I watched Wizard and I was like, "Fuck this show, it's boring." You know, it's not one of those. It's not even like Ghost where I was like, "Oh, this is just tedious." It's just I do enjoy it. It's just I would put it in like the good category rather than the oh wow, this shit's amazing.
Yeah,
like I'm not like overly excited to continue watching it. It's not like watching Build where I was like, oh shit, what's going to go on next? And it's not X8 either. It's not one of the top tier ones, at least in my eyes.
With Build, the thing is now, like Build, unfortunately, we've had 2 series now following Build, and you're saying like, okay, we're waiting for the villain. They're following up Evolve with this.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like Evolve was a great villain.
They set up an unrealistic standard.
They did. They could have been worse though. They could have had Dan. It could have been Dan, and then going on to this, and you're going, "Oh no!" They set themselves up for failure. Like, imagine having a generic villain follow Dan.
Yeah, we had Dan. Think about it. We had Dan followed by Evolve or Evolto, I should say. But we got them in 2 seasons back to back.
Yeah,
that's nuts. That is nuts.
It's really good.
Even if you want to say, like, someone would say, like, well, Kuroto wasn't really a villain by the end. It was just, like, he was complex. But, like, we got Kronos, and I think Kronos was great. Like, as far as I'm concerned, like, those 2 shows back-to-back were a second blessing. Geo was, it's a mixed bag, but... Yeah, I would say 01's very much in the above-average or average category of enjoyable.
Yes, yeah, I would definitely go with that. Yeah. But it ain't amazing.
Have you seen the final form picture?
Is that the normal form but with slight bits of red on it?
Yeah, it's Kamen Rider 02.
Yeah,
Not
that's
great.
kind of lame.
I
Yeah.
get why they're doing it. Because it's supposed to look a bit like... It's supposed to look a bit like Nego.
I guess.
Because he's got the red gloves and things like that.
Yeah.
Kamen Rider 2. But I can't say I like it.
No, it's not got that pop. It's not got that wowie factor.
I saw someone say, like, oh, I'm so glad to have a simplistic final form. And I'm just like, I think that's it. It's got nothing about it that screams special.
Like, I can see where they're coming from, though, because sometimes they get overly showy.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's, like, way too in your face, like Genius.
Yeah,
I wasn't a big fan of Genius.
I don't love Genius.
No, there are a few, like, what was the one in Ghost where that was, like, sparkly and white? That was pretty obnoxious as well.
Mugen. I know it's a Muteki.
Mugen, yeah. See, Muteki works because it's a video game, so I kind of let it slide because it's like meant to be
He found the
dumb.
gold star.
Yeah, exactly. So you go, okay, yeah, that's
star.
fine.
He's invincible.
So like the idea of having a more simplistic one is fine. I think the issue is it's too similar to the original.
What if they'd had like that as
I don't know.
as a mid-season?
So apart from that, I've just been doing more painting because that is the way of things at the moment. I think you've had some major breaking up there, Mr. Mikey.
Yeah, you were talking for like a minute and a half before that cut up with you.
Okay, let me put down a note. Yeah, so apart from that, I've been doing some painting. So continuing on with the Warhammer stuff. I've done some gardening, which is nightmarish, as usual. Not a lot, mainly because it's been raining intermittently, so it's like, oh, I'm going to do it. Oh, it's raining. No, never mind. Going to do it. No, oh, okay, never mind. Not going to do it now. And apart from that, have I done anything of real note or girthy interest? I don't think so. I think that's the main chunk of it. Yeah, mainly getting back into Geo. And enjoying that because I mean, you know, it's nice to watch, but it's not, like I said, overly amazeballs. I'm kind of worried, like, what to watch next. Like, what will be the next anime to watch? I don't know.
So, well, ReZero's coming out soon, but I'm probably going to wait until we've got a few episodes before I jump into that.
Yeah, I got to let it build up.
But like I said before, like new season, I've got to check out most things because I don't know now. I don't trust my own judgment anymore since Villainous. So
yeah, it's all you kind of have to look at some of the AniTubers to get a sense of what the new anime is like.
Even then, I'm dubious because they are the anime equivalent of shock jocks.
No, I understand. I think the best thing is to watch them, and hopefully they'll have clips of the show in that they're really pumped about, and then usually you can make a judgment call on them.
Because I was watching them when One Punch Man came out.
Okay.
I had these few guys I watched regularly, and I got so hyped for One Punch Man. And as someone who enjoyed the first season for what it was, I would say people over fucking hyped that, and the anime YouTubers overhyped that.
I've noticed a lot of the anime YouTubers are big fans of like shonen in general, and both you or I, that's just not our genre. Like no. For the most part, it's just like at best I go away with it's okay. Or it's like it can be sometimes enjoyable, like Demon Slayer. I wouldn't call it amazing, but it's all right.
Yeah, it's got great visuals.
Yeah. But a lot of the AniTubers, and that, you know, like what you like and everything like that.
Oh, yeah.
But they are really heavily into that stuff, and they'll be like, One Piece is amazing. I'm like, no, well, I can't get on board with that.
You, sir, not welcome in my home.
Our tastes are vastly different on that that aspect, I'm afraid. It's just I can't do them. So, but you know, sometimes they'll mention something. That actually is interesting. I'll give that a crack. We'll see. You know, we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't think we've got anything else to talk about, Mr. Mikey. Unless you got anything else, any questions or whatnot.
No, nothing this week.
We do have a message from Christoph once more as I head over to the as I head over to the Facebook page and wait for it to actually load, as things tend to go slowly when you need them to go quickly. The city in Megatron's master plan was called Central City, Mikey. I assume that was something towards something we said last week. That was from Aaron Robinson.
I believe I made a comment about them having to pay DC.
Oh, okay. That was the episode it was from.
Oh.
We have a new card shown to us by Christoph, which is another or a Gadara one, Alien. Actually, speaking of Alien, where's no Jobby video on Alien this week?
No, there wasn't.
Was it? Did he say he was taking a break, or was it was this week a live stream?
I saw
Maybe
he
it was a live stream.
streamed. I saw he streamed a game.
Oh, that's probably it then.
I think it was Zelda, but I don't.
That was probably it. I think when he does a stream or something, that's usually his video output for the week, which is fair enough. So that's a bummer.
Well, you can complain to him and see if he gets upset.
I will complain to him directly and demand that I deserve it.
You have a direct line to him.
I do. I have his email. I can say, "What the fuck, son? I deserve this.
I deserve better."
Are you on my Patreon? No, but that's not the fucking point, is it? Do you click like or share my videos or comment? No, but I watch them, so I deserve this. Don't you use your logic?
And I am owning you.
I'm a silent lurker, and this is my right to silently lurk.
I spoke to you once in a professional capacity, and I demand your compliance.
Exactly. This is how it goes.
This is the way.
It is the way. Christoph also put down a video to Mobile Suit Gundam Stray Red Frame and Blue Frame.
Already seen him.
Flip Frame. What did you think?
Goofy fun, basically.
Yeah.
Like it's what is it? The Red Frame steals one of the dog mech's heads and turns it into like a spinning thing, and then it's just like it's a big samurai robot. Like
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Right, Mikey, where can people find you on the internet if you want them to? You
can find me on Twitter as Irish Paleo, and you can check out that Fossil Fic podcast that I'm doing, which is on iTunes and Podbean, and might go up somewhere else at some point. No new episode this week because I'm not on a set schedule, but I have planned out what the next episode will be. Yeah, and if you want to contact us, guys, it's on Facebook, Twitter, Libsyn, Patreon, and of course our email, which is moonbase2@gmail.com. We love to hear from people, and while we love Christoph, like he's a creepy man, and we need other creepy people to message us. I demand creepy people talk to me.
This sounds like you're making a grave site for yourself, sir. You are creating a dangerous precedent.
Christoph has now just gone off and like, well, I never. I don't know why I've become very traditional British supervillain. You're here again.
It is Evil Mikey. That is how Evil Mikey work.
Yes, Evil Mikey's English. That's the breakdown of it. Christoph, we love you.
Yes. Yeah, thank you for sending us messages. Well, I don't know why I can't talk right now, but
Andy tolerates you. He's told me that in private once.
I only tolerate many things in my life. So, yeah, that's the thing. Mikey mentioned most of the places you can find us. He did mention that you can also contact us or find us on YouTube as Moonbase2 Transformers Podcast. You can also head over to patreon.com/Moonbase2 is the address and do $2 each month for the extended version of From the Files of Teletran 2 and the Moonbase Woo Woo. And if we get any interviews, you get those a week early and all that kind of bobbins for just $2. So it's not too bad.
I believe a comic show is out this week.
It'll be public. And the public aren't getting the special we did, which was on Immortal Hulk, issue 1. But they do get Mazinger, the little manga thing that happened, so that's a thing. And we do have a proper comic show this month, maybe beginning of next month, depending on when the comic actually comes out.
Probably, I'll see if anything else is. We have a comic out,
okay.
But I want to see if there are any other comics coming out, but it might be recorded for this week.
We'll see. Okay.
I'll know by midweek.
Sweet sauce. And you can head over to ccbunker.weebly.com if you want to see the other stuff, any other stuff, or just find us a different way. That's another way. So thank you, Mr. Mikey, for joining me once again on a slightly moist evening, at least a warmer evening than I'd prefer it to be.
I don't like you saying moist.
Moist. Drippy, drippy, moist groins.
Oh,
Mikey.
God damn it.
That's how it be and that's how it do. I'm just telling you the facts,
This is
buddy.
why people say I'm the classy one.
No, they don't. Don't lie.
They do. I'm open-minded and
Who
broad-spectrumed and classy.
Who lies to you? Who are the liars that are telling you these falsenesses?
My daddy said so.
So until next week, everybody, we will catch you out next time for Moonbase 2.